I'm Quiante Smith, running back, cornerback in the class 2026.
Quiante, what does it mean to you to be an Avon Eagle?
It means a lot putting the Eagle on, just being out here with the community, the environment. It's something you can't even explain.
How would you explain it to an outsider, coming out of the tunnel on a Friday night and coming into that atmosphere?
The energy, the positivity, the pulse, the stadium pulse, everything about it is just, you wouldn't want to be anywhere on a Friday night the way that it is.
Go back to the first day when you joined this program till today. How much has it changed you as a person?
It changed me a lot. I was lacking a lot of things, and since I got here, the coaching staff, the teammates I've met, everybody have just made me responsible, made me want to do better, be a better person every day. So, I mean, it's a lot.
How much is all the hard work that you guys put in the mornings and everything, has that changed you physically, mentally, emotionally, everything?
It changed me in every aspect, every way, yes. Mentally, I sometimes wake up and be like, no, I can't do this. Press the alarm, I get up right away, get some water on my face, I'm ready to go. Physically, made me stronger, made me faster, yeah.
How would you describe those early morning workouts to an outsider that has no clue?
They're not easy, but as you get the gist of it and you get to doing it throughout the week, it gets better, it gets easier, and you start to like it, but it's not easy just trying to jump into it, no.
When I say 2024 state champs, Avon Eagles, what does that mean to you?
It means we did it, but we got to do it again. We got to keep working, we got to grind, we got to go back and try to get it again.
You hit some big touchdowns in the semifinal and the final. What were those like in the moment?
They meant a lot, but play the next play, keep going. Got to do what I got to do to help my team's success and try to do what's best for us.
And you played through a significant injury. How did you do that, and what did it take physically and mentally for you to get through that?
Ibuprofen really helped a lot. I took at least 3. That exact moment I went off the field, and I literally told the coaches I couldn't stop playing. I got to keep playing. I wanted to be there for my team. I didn't want to let them down, lose another player. Even though we have players that we developed, I wanted to step back in there and just do what I could do to help us out.
You worked your way up through the ranks, through JV, through everything, and you got out there on a Friday night. What was that like when all that hard work paid off, and here you are now starting running back?
It was really crazy, the feeling. I didn't want to keep going at one point, and I got to the point where they called my name. I went out there, showed them what I could do, and it was like, boom, from there. I'm just playing out, getting more reps, scoring, and it felt good.
Your nickname is Scuba. Do you want to share what that means?
Yeah, I got that name from Jacob Weatherspoon and a couple other friends. I couldn't swim at one point, and I went up to the lake house with a couple friends like Dylan Luker, and they threw me in the water, and they said, Quiante, swim. And they didn't see me for a bit, so they jumped in, and they came in there, they got me, even though I was scared. They came there, they got me, and then after that, we got back to Avon, they just started calling me Scuba.
Where would you be without friends like that?
I have no clue, honestly. They changed me in a lot of ways too, so I don't know.
What separates this team and this program from other teams in the state?
The brotherhood, the hard work we put in, and the toughness we have. There's a lot of things that we do that aren't easy that other teams would do. We wake up every morning at 6 o'clock, sometimes even 5:30, to just get up and get the work in. Getting in the weight room with your caddy is not easy. You have to have the mentality. You have to have the physical strength to start actually wanting to work.
Your goals usually every year are to beat Lake, to win conference, to win state. You guys are keeping those, but you're adding a few this year, aren't you?
Yeah, we're adding to beat St. Ignatius, move on, go to Spruce Creek, Florida, have fun a little bit, but still win that game, beat Glenville, win the SWC, go through the playoffs, and hopefully go back for another state champ.
What would that be like to win the last game your senior year?
It would be amazing. It would be another feeling like I couldn't describe. Like the feeling last year was insane, but doing my last high school game would just make it everything for me.
How much did you guys learn from that run last year that's going to help you this year above other teams that haven't done it before?
Since most of us have the mentality like we did it already, we got what we wanted, well, we want more, we want to keep going, we don't want to give up. Just because we got one don't mean we just want to let it go. We want to go back for another one, and for the upcoming years, have them come get some too.
How do you guys guard against overconfidence after already doing it?
We just work, just keep working, and just working. I don't really know.
So that doesn't come into play?
The confidence is key, but if you just put your pride aside and just stay locked in, you can do what you want.
He's like a little worm. He's been digging through these tight little holes and scoring. He's good. He's been working hard this offseason. He doesn't know if he wants to play running back or receiver yet, but whatever he does, he's gonna do well, and because that's just the athlete he is.
Receiver? Wow. I didn't see that one coming.
Quiante surprised me. He's determined. That's one word that comes to my mind when I think of Quiante, and I just think that's, just a testament to his character with all the work that he's put in. And then I know I've talked to him, and it's not always easy, being smaller, and especially playing behind guys like JC. Like, you got such big shoes to fill playing behind a guy that's gone Division I, and for him to, start the year off JV as a junior and then work his way up and then basically be our starting running back because TK had played so much defense and then performed the way he did in the games that he did. Like, it just, it's the work that he put in the weight room and the kitchen eating. It paid off, and I hope that continues. I hope he proved to himself that he is capable of doing, just as much, if not more, than any other running back that's come through here. With his play, he made the big plays in the big games, and that's what we needed.
He definitely had a great pop-off year towards the end of the year. He worked hard. In the beginning of the year, it was kind of a position battle between, Ulrich told me that I would have the spot, but then I would also have to be playing, defense within the role I had in offense. And the backup originally was Cam, and I don't think Scuba really liked that. I don't think he ever settled that he wasn't the backup, and he kept coming up to me asking what he has to work on, things he has to do to get better to become that second running back, and he put his head down and worked, and it just, to be honest, it showed out. He had 3 touchdowns against Hoban, one of the biggest games of the year. He continuously showed why he should be out there and why he was backing me up when I wasn't out there and playing defense, and there was a big role that he put on his shoulders, and I think he did a good job with that.
I have a lot of respect for Scuba just because his hard work that he put in just showed so much, compared to other players. He really put that time in to go from someone that, I had no idea that he was even going to be on the field playing this year. I just had no idea. I didn't think it was possible. But then he would just go in, wasn't afraid to get hit, lower his shoulder, and just, the hard work that he put in was just crazy, and I respect that out of him.
Little dudes have balance. He was more littler running back than the usual, but he had balance, and when people would hit him, he wouldn't just fall down like every other running back we have. So that was definitely a big attribute. He's definitely a hardworking running back. He does whatever he can to play. So when especially I hate when people fall down, and that's what he doesn't do. He stays up, so that's good. He's a good running back, and I think he's gonna have 1,472 yards, 18 touchdowns.
Kareem Hunt.
I
compare him to Kareem Hunt.
And if he gets bigger too, it'll be even better.
What'd you compare him to?
Kareem Hunt, just always falling forward no matter what. He finds a way to get you.
I'm telling you, his balance is he always when you hit him, he just randomly will start bouncing on one leg and get an extra 2 yards.
My player comparison for him was more of an Alvin Kamara. The way he runs the ball, he runs with the suede of Alvin Kamara. I don't know,
100%.
the agility.
Very chill, I would say. Very relaxed. He's funny for sure. Very cool guy.
He's a leader. He puts his head down and works. It makes everyone else want to work harder to him. He's also a dog, too, on the field.
Quiante Smith, my boy Scuba.
We go way back, honestly. That dude's always been there for me. He's always been a kind person, and like he's always been a funny guy. Whenever we always have parties together, and we always be hanging around, and he's always bringing the energy all the time on the field, outside of school. We're always hanging out, and he's always a funny guy to be around.
He's my brother. Like, we compete with each other on the field, but really when we're outside of football, it's just me and him being guys. Like, we're just best friends. And like, I've really gotten tighter with him over the years through football, since like I take him to practice most of the time. Especially like when I first got my license, I swear he was the only person that rode in my passenger seat.
I call him Ashton Genty. He's got X Factor, freight train. I literally, one time we were in practice, this is when we first got pads, and I was like, yeah, it's coming. I was like, I'm stopping to run today. Boom, we get out there. I got two gap to the inside. Scuba's right there. I try to get him. When I tell you I ate turf for the first time in my life, he stiff-armed me and trucked me so bad. I literally got subbed out because it hurt so bad. He is the hardest running back I've ever had to go against for tackling. I don't know what it is about him. He don't come down. It takes like 5 people to tackle Scuba. But definitely just like Scuba or Quiante, just Ashton Genty / freight train / X Factor. But that's just Scuba.
Quiante Smith is an awesome story because Quiante, at the start of last year, was a JV football player. So Quiante Smith was a JV running back at the beginning of the year, and every time he stepped on the field, he stood out as the best player on the field. And that's what we tell kids you have to do if you want to play varsity football. So as a result of that, he got his opportunities, and when he got them at the varsity level, he never let go of those opportunities. He just proved that he was a really talented young man. I've had the luxury of coaching a lot of kids in this class since they were in 3rd, 4th grade. Quiante was one of them that was on my team as a young man. I knew at that point in time he could be special. Not the biggest guy, but certainly quick, great vision, and one heck of a football player.
How about his performance in the playoff?
Yeah, I mean, he stepped up big time, right? And then he had an injury that most people didn't know about and played through that as well in the state championship game. You can see him scoring a touchdown and kind of limping into the end zone. So he's just a young man, like I said, that is everything you want to point to of like how you get noticed and start playing. Grant Barr was the same way as a sophomore. Grant Barr dominated every JV game. He started playing varsity as a sophomore. Last year, Quiante Smith started dominating every JV game as a junior, and he ended up earning varsity time. So these kids can teach lessons to others that if you want to play, we can't ignore film if you're dominating on Saturdays.
If Hollywood made a movie about Quiante, who would star as Quiante?
Maybe Jim Carrey or Chris Rock. Yeah.
So it's going to be a comedy?
Yeah, it's going to be a funny movie.
Okay. Jim Carrey, I like that. That's going to be like slapstick if it's Jim Carrey.
Yeah. It's going to be insane. Maybe a little like The Mask, just a little outgoing, just here and there.
You going to be dancing and singing?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah?
I dance all the time.
Oh, okay. If you were flavor of ice cream, what would you be?
Cookies and cream for sure.
Why is that?
I'm not really like too plain, but I have a little mixture sometimes to it. I don't know.
If you were a superhero, who would you be?
I don't really. Let me give you one. I'll be Robin.
You'd be Robin?
Yeah.
Who'd be your Batman?
I have no clue.
And why would you pick Robin?
I'll pick Robin because even though he doesn't always have to do the key thing, he's still there to back up Batman and still help him out whenever he needs it.
If the Powerball jackpot was at $1 billion and you had that winning ticket, what would you do?
First, get my mom something that she wants, and my sister. Flee the country, move to Brazil, buy a house. Yeah.
Brazil?
Yeah, I like Brazil.
Gonna go hang out with Tony Olo's family?
Yeah, for a little bit. And then I'm just gonna lay on the beach for the rest of my life, make money, and I'll come back eventually, but I'm just staying in Brazil. Yeah.
Interesting. How would you describe Quiante Smith?
I would describe Quiante Smith as a humble guy, usually under the radar, but he could be there when you need him to just show out for you whenever, anything, honestly. I don't know, athlete. That's it.